I'm going through binders in my personal collection that I literally haven't looked through in years, plus some boxes filled with rare Pokemon cards. And I'm going to be picking some of the best cards we find in there to send to PSA to get graded. Plus, at the end of today's video, I'm also going to be revealing what grades we got on all of those cards. Buckle up, this is going to be a good one. Alright, so over here we got a bunch of the binders. You guys don't normally get to see this little side section because it's like right next to my desk instead of like behind it, I guess. But I've got a bunch of my like completed sets over here, and then down here I have some like older binders from I guess like earlier in my YouTube career, so I think it'd be fun to take a look at some of these. I know there's a lot of black and white and X and Y in there as well. And then additionally, I think at some point on the channel I had to have shown what's in all of these, probably, or at least in bits and pieces, but I'm sure some of these have some really yeah, I was gonna say I'm sure some of these have some really interesting stuff. Maybe we can pick this. I don't know if this is full sets or... Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll for sure maybe snag a few cards out of these ones as well. So let me go ahead and just grab a few of them. Whew. So we got a big old stack. Is this too many? Nah, I think this is good. I feel like there's gonna be some good stuff to submit. So we got a good chunk of binders right here. I also have like a few older ETBs that just have a bunch of like singles in there. Just random raw cards from over the years. I have a few of these that I made myself, arts and crafts, if you will. All of these are booster packs that I've opened on the channel at some point over the years. Woo! Now, I think this, I believe, is actually a complete set of Gym in Japanese. So, oh man, dude, this is nuts. Right off the rip, we got the CD promo Blastoise and Umbreon. Oh, the original Moonbreon. We'll go ahead, we'll go through all of these binders and then those boxes as well and see if we can't find some really, really nice cards to send in. Some nice little minty ones. Woo! Yeah, this one really doesn't look too bad. Let me look at the... I double sleeved this one, which leads me to believe that it was probably in good condition when I got it. Or I was just being weird and was like, why don't I put it in 2 sleeves? Why don't I put a damaged card in 2 sleeves? Palm sweaty mom's spaghetti right now. Oh man, that looks great. Oh, holy smokes. Yeah, we're sending in this pup for sure. Where's my sleeves? This is awesome. Look at that swirl. All right, let's keep looking. Oh yeah, this one's got some gabagunk on it. I love these sleeves so much. Ooh. Hello. Hello. Oh, this one's looking pretty nice. Oh, some of these e-reader ones I'm hoping are in good condition. This Cloyster, I'm pretty sure I pulled this from a pack myself. Oh, I double sleeved this one too. It's serious business. This one's also first edition. It looks so good. Oh man, and this one's got an awesome swirl on it as well. Yeah, this one I'm definitely sending in. Let's go ahead and address the Lugia in the room. I was gonna say the elephant, but Lugia looks absolutely nothing like an elephant. How's the elephant? I think this one looks great as well. Oh, I think there's a print line on it. Dang it. The video is just getting started. There are so many bangers in this binder. I am kind of like a bit of a little hamster when I collect sometimes, where I'll like get something really cool and then I'll just put it in a binder or put it in a box and hide it away, and then I'll find it like 5-10 years later. That does tend to happen. I tell you, I am a little hamster. Whoa, this is crazy. Yeah, let me take a look. So the Gengar is also double mixed-sleeved. This was one of the derpiest Gengars I think they've ever made. This is a human in a Gengar suit. Oh man, look at that sparkle. This is sick. Ooh. Umbreon. With all the Umbreon hype going on right now, it would be a missed opportunity not to send in my boy. The original, once again, the original Moonbreon here. I'm pretty sure this whole page of gym cards, I'm pretty sure this entire page is duplicates from the completed set that was earlier in the binder, so that's awesome. Alright, let's take a look. Rocket's Mewtwo, you're coming with me. And some of the older cards are a little bit harder to grade. I think generally, across the board, you'll see that there were a lot of issues at the start, like the first few years of the production of Pokemon cards. I feel like the Japanese ones, they actually did a better job at the quality control on, but some of the English cards, you'll just notice like random print defects, like the print lines, or like they'll have some whitening on the edges, or there's just some damage to the card or the centering or something is off that's just totally out of your control. So I'm hoping that if we send in some of these Japanese ones, we'll get some spicy 10s. I think all of these were pack fresh, like this whole page. Dude, that's awesome. And I think this is good too. As we continue to go through some of these binders, I have had these in these binders for 15 years in some cases. And so over time, I think it is nice to go ahead and preserve them in maybe a different way, just like a more safe way than in these 3-ring binders. This is how I collected them, like historically over the years, right? You put them in the binder, you put it on the shelf, you call it a day. But I think with some of the cards, especially the older ones, like some of the vintage stuff, they're probably honestly just safer in some slabs rather than just in the 3-ring binders. All right, this is a big one. Hoping this one's mint. The centering is a little rough on this one, actually, I'm not gonna lie, which is unfortunate because this is, I think, one of the biggest ones. Both my mint copies are about the same amount of off-center. One very interesting thing about this card actually is that on the Japanese card there are these tombstones in, like, we're assuming that Gengar's in like a cemetery or something with, you know, like the dead. But on the English version of this card, the tombstones are not there. Woo! Dude, these are all looking pretty nice. Good luck, Persian. And then we've got our Machamp here. Machamp's looking nice as well. Yeah, these are all minty fresh. That was a good page. This is a full set of Neo Revelation, so I am going to leave this alone. I did get every single card in the set. Shining Gyarados and Shining Magikarp right there at the end. That's awesome. That one I think is sick. The rest of this binder in particular, I think the rest of it might actually be like pieces of some of the sets that I have. So this is what we got so far. A little status update after that first binder. Really cool cards here in this deck. Hoping for some high grades on those. I know a chunk of these are actually pack fresh. So realistically, we're probably looking at 8s to 10s on these ones. I don't think there's any in here that should get below that. Also, I did want to mention that we are partnering with PSA on today's video. A little bit later on when we go to submit our cards, we're actually going to be testing out a brand new feature called the PSA Assisted Submission. It's essentially going to be the simplified version of their submission form. If you don't know all the information about your cards, or maybe it's your first time submitting, this is going to be an awesome new feature. PSA actually gave us an early look at this so that we could release this video when the assisted submission is available for everyone. So if you do want to try it out, it should be available on PSA, and feel free to use our coupon code Danny25 to get $25 off your very first submission. Up next, promos number 1. Yeah, this is awesome. So yeah, you got some of them from the tins, from the promo boxes, from the blister packs, all sorts of stuff. Some of these are from pre-release events. You can see there, I got the Dragons Exalted one. We got Dark Explorers. We got Dragons Exalted. Dude, that's so cool. So yeah, some of these I might just, yeah, I think I'm going to leave most of these just as they were. Full little collection here of the evolutions. Oh, man. We got my full Southern Island set in this one. Oh, that's so awesome. A chunk of these actually are from my childhood, I'm pretty sure. These right here, these cards are pretty sentimental. These two cards, my brother and I got from, I think it was a local card shop, but my dad, I remember at the time, we didn't have any sleeves, but my dad had created, and they're not on there anymore, I put them in regular sleeves now, but my dad had created a card sleeve for us by like cutting a sandwich bag. He literally cut a clear sandwich bag into the dimensions of the cards, and he put them in there for us and like taped them up. My brother and I had these, and we played with these cards as kids, and the fact that they're still in my collection over 20 years later is crazy. Dude, what the what? Oh, this is nuts. Dude, these ones I'm going to think about. I'm going to hold off for now, but that's a big consideration because if I do it, I want to do all of them in sequence at the same time. Oh, dude, the texture on these is nuts. I think I'm still going to send this one in, but I think this one is going to get a 9. Whoa! Hello? Dude, this is awesome. Look at these guys. Yeah, maybe I'll pick a few of these to send in. That Mew is not mint, unfortunately. This one looks pretty good. All right, so we're sending in that one as well. And then we'll see about the Jirachi and the Victini. It's unfortunate because I think the Mew might be the biggest one, but that one is not in mint at all. These 3, hopefully these 3 will get some good grades. Those are so cool, man. That's awesome. And then, oh, man. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's take a gander at these pups, because, man, so these were from those special VMAX premium collections with Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon, respectively. 3 different boxes. You got 2 promos in each. Let me look at the condition. Man, if these ones are like okay condition, I think it would be cool to send these in. I do think, so we got the Vaporeon set right there, we got the Flareon set right here, and then we got the Jolteon set right here. A good chunk of these, unfortunately, do have in some capacity like a little bit of edge wear on them. So I'm not entirely confident that these are going to get 10 specifically because like the corners just have a little bit of whitening. We'll see. I think these ones are more likely to get 9s, but I am willing to take the chance. I think there's some cool ones in here from like the X and Y era. Oh, go right off the rip. Back in this era, I had actually, this is like a black and white and X and Y. I had actually opened quite a few Korean booster boxes just because they were a good alternative. Like they were a lot less expensive than the English booster boxes. They were about $22 per box, a lot more affordable. So I remember cracking open a bunch of those. Oh man, dude, I would love to send some of these in. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at these pups. So those two for sure. I'm thinking these would be pretty good candidates for some slabberoonies. So yeah, a lot of these are from the black and white era, which you'll see with the EX series, and then X and Y as well. There's a couple of, I mean, some random Sun and Moon, but yeah, a good chunk of them are black and white and X and Y. This one, bro, that Umbreon. This is awesome. Some of them you just gotta leave in the binder. I think some of those big boys I'll take, but even that one actually does look pretty mint, but I don't really want to disturb it from its peaceful place with its plasma brethren. Yeah, let me see how that Charizard's looking. That'd be awesome. Hey, yeah, why not? Evolution Korean Evolutions Charizard? Hello? Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this one. I think, if I had to guess, I think it came from this. I literally think it was from one of these boxes. Oh, that's awesome. So here's a full page of just some other Wizards of the Coast cards. Not in Korean. I do not know why they're back there. So these are the ones that we snagged from the Korean binder. So we got the Mega Charizard EX Secret Rare. That's huge. So that's awesome. Charizard holographic right here. Whoop. Oh, check him out. Dude, the texture on this is funky. Well, the lack of texture, really. There's not like any actual like raised texture, but the holofoil does have like that weird little like, almost gives it like an embery effect with the specklies. There might be a little indent on the back. I think that's a little indent. Son of a nutcracker. So if we are gonna get deducted any points on this one, it's probably going to be for that little speck right there. Once again, so small, but they will catch it. This Charizard, I think, is probably a 9, but I think I'm still going to send it in anyway. I don't see anything else aside from the little speck on the back. The shiny Blastoise. Careful, SpongeBob. It's so scary. All right. Dude, that looks incredible. I don't have anything to compare it to, but the texture on it is crazy. Dude, this one looks flawless. The back, flawless. The front, pretty stinking flawless as well. Dude, this one is awesome. Alright, dude, we want to snag the Gardevoir as well? Dude, with the Yveltal in the back. Oh, that crushes. This one, dude, these ones were cut really well. They're centered. There's literally no whitening on the back of any of these. So that's crazy. Here's what we got from the Korean cards. Oh, man, this is going to be really, really good. Moving on. This was from like, early on in my YouTube career. I think for me, like, more special just because this was like really at the start of my content creating journey. So these ones I'm probably just gonna keep in the binder. Look at all those. Did I get every single one? Yeah, I might have got all the Arceus. But yeah, probably this one might just be like a nice little walkthrough binder here. Ah, this is great. Look at these. Yeah, I had a lot of those like cracked ice hollow cards. So many. Man, I know these were in some tins. I remember those, the Suicune, Raikou, and Entei tin promos. And then I've also got some primes in here as well. So I think that's it for the binders. Once again, this one was definitely just like a look through, go through memory lane kind of binder. I got a couple more little boxes of stuff. We have one that says Mint Jungle Hollows. This one doesn't have anything on it. This one is 2010's Ultra Rares. And then this one also has nothing on it. Stay tuned. Who organized this? Wait, I think this is like literally... So this is my whole jungle set. What are you doing in here? Okay. There's also randomly a Shadowless Venusaur in this stack. I don't know when I organized this, but the cards in here do seem incredibly random. Like, they're not... They're not from like any one particular set. There's just a bunch of vintage, like awesome vintage holos in here. This is what I was saying about me being a little hamster and just like stowing stuff away. This is so cool. This is what a just random box of cards. I have to say, as I'm going through these, the condition on them, most of them are not mint. Like they're all like near mint or just like they're not flawless. And I think if I were to send them in, this one might be pretty good actually. If I were to send them in, I just worry that the grades wouldn't be high enough to justify, if that makes sense. I think what I should do is just put these into binders. These are too cool to just have sit in some boxes. This one, oh man, this was one of my favorite cards from this generation. I'm not even joking. This one is awesome. Alright, gotta send in this pup. For sure sending in this one, dude. I love this card so much. This one was also double sleeved. Safe and sound. I think I'm gonna send in this one as well. For Ralligator? First edition? Dude, that one might be... This one might be ready to rock and roll. Hold the phones. This one looks pretty good. I'm unsure about what this is and whether or not that's something... It's not something I can fix. But other than that, I think the card looks very good. Good luck for Alligator. This one's flawless. I would actually be surprised if this Skarmory didn't get a 10. I do not see a single thing wrong with this card. There's not any edge wear. There's not any surface scratches. And the centering looks pretty good to the naked eye, at least. Pretty content with what we're snagging so far. Y'all, this was one that I had to actually dust off because it was like, it was literally dusty. Oh. Whoa. Hello? What in the world? All right. I'm overwhelmed. So I think if I wanted to go through and pick some of these to grade, it would take me generations. There's so many cards. What I learned is that I need to organize these and put them in a binder. Whoa. Okay. We got an Umbreon and Espeon promo right there. See, this one should be in the promo binder. I don't know what happened. Gengar EX from Fire Red Leaf Green. And then we have multiple Alpha lithographs here. That's so awesome. Oh man. Yeah, I think most of these, unfortunately, I can already see it through the thing. I think most of these aren't in mint condition. Oh, I caught them all. Dude, not the Groudon Gold Star. Ah, dang. It was pretty good, and then there's the bottom, just has a bunch of edge wear on it. Got wrecked. This one is gonna get like a 5 or something if I send it in, but I think I'm just gonna send it in because, oh yeah, there's dents and stuff all over this one. Should I send it in anyway? Is it worth it, or should I just keep it as a raw card? All right, maybe we'll send this guy in. Our one token card, and it's because I think it's so far from being a 10 that it makes sense, you know? It's like, all right, this one's got no shot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm definitely gonna cut this down substantially. We're gonna show all of those binders and everything and all these boxes, but just so you know, you're getting the TLDR because that was about 2 hours worth of recording. Whew. I have a couple more that I actually didn't have in those boxes that I thought would be really cool to potentially send off in this video as well. We've got a Pikachu. So this stack is actually kind of a mess, but we've got a Pikachu, the Chunky Monkey, Pikachu Rainbow VMAX right there. I think that one will be awesome. This was actually a gift from one of my viewers. I had mentioned that I was looking specifically for this card. You know who you are if you gifted me this. Somebody came up to me at a convention and gifted me this card. This one is awesome. I love this card so much. This is just a stack of some more recent cards that I've gotten that we could potentially send in. We got this one at a card show. Yeah, I feel like all of these, we'll send in those ones. This is some more random stuff. I want to look at that one. Blah, 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 blah. We'll take a stab at the Charizard. Ah, dude, these are sick. Ah, this one, I want to send in that one too. I think we might have to save these for another submission. Oh, no. Okay, wait. I'm going to take a look at those two. Okay, I had these in a different spot because I think I was originally, this was like, I think in like the boom of 2020, I had pulled these out of that other binder that we were looking at earlier actually. And I put them in here. I think my intention with these was to grade them. So I think these ones are probably pretty good condition, actually. Yeah, I think this one might get a 9. Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Rayquaza V. I think we'll send in that. This one has like a little bit of edge wear, but I think the rest of the card looks pretty good. So we'll see on that Charizard. This one looks pretty good. The centering is not perfect on this one, but aside from that, I don't see anything too crazy wrong with that one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Woo! Oh, this is cool. Yeah, this one's great. Reshiram and Zekrom GX with the N. That one is fierce. Our stack is getting pretty tall. I got these from LA Regionals last year, just from a random vendor, and I was like, oh, I don't have these promos in my collection for sure. But yeah, I think it would be cool to see how they do. Here are the 2 Pokemon Together promo cards that I got. It was within the last year. These were on the Pokemon Center. Nice. Yeah, not too bad. I think these got a shot at either a 9 or a 10. Hopefully. Yeah, I think that should be pretty good. And then this one here, this is the last promo. I had one more. So this is the Worlds 2024. You've got Pikachu and Mew right here. And then this is actually a landmark in Honolulu. Like, this is like literally the Honolulu coastline here, where Worlds took place near Waikiki Beach. So this is quite literally an actual like depiction of a stadium where the World Championships was. So I think that's really, really cool that they took that level of detail with this and they made it an actual like Honolulu themed card as well. Hoping for a 9 or 10 on this one as well. That would be awesome. All right, gamers, here it is. This is our official set of cards that we are sending in. I know we went and looked through a lot. There was a lot of cards to look through. This is about 50 Pokemon cards that we are sending into PSA. We've got the Japanese cards, we've got Korean cards here, we've got some first editions, we've got some gold stars, well, specifically Groudon Gold Star. A lot of really, really cool stuff. I'm very excited to see what the returns are going to be. Once again, at the end of today's video, we'll get a look at that. I put some of our bigger cards here at the end, so really looking forward to getting those returns back and seeing what we got. Got some of our alternate art type cards here at the end, and then, you know, we had to put the Charizards back there. Then we got our Chunky Monkey Pikachu, and this one, honestly, this is one of my favorite cards from the whole submission. This tag team is legit one of the most cool tag team cards I think they ever made. Most of these cards I am anticipating that we are going to get an 8, a 9, or a 10 on. I didn't really pick any of them that I thought would get below an 8, and I mean, realistically, I think most of them are 9s and 10s. These ones were a little suspicious. I think I'm curious to see what the some of those promo cards will come back with, but I think we got a really good shot on a lot of these. Like I said, I think the only one that I put in here that was not mint condition was this Groudon. That one I think is gonna get whatever it gets. So let's head over to the computer and fill out our submission form, and then we'll get going on packaging all these up. Woo! Joke's on you, I was already at the computer. So we are gonna go ahead and try out PSA's assisted submission. This is their new feature that they're adding that is like a simplified submission form. So if it's your first time sending in cards, this should be like the easiest way to send in your cards. Click new submission here, and then this is where we'll go ahead and try out the assisted submission. We've got the 2023 Pikachu and Eevee right here, so I'll do the Pikachu one first. It pulls it up so that you can see it. This I think is great. It tells you the estimated graded value of this card, so you'll submit it in. This has their estimated data, so you don't even have to research it. So we got our Pikachu. There's our Eevee card that looks like the Eevee card that we have. So that's good there. Good thing about this is that if you maybe don't know all the information about the cards that you've got, or you're worried that maybe you might select the wrong card from the list, or you can't tell the difference between certain ones on the list, their team of researchers is going to verify that every card that you submit is the correct card that's listed. And if not, they're going to go ahead and fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the stack. Once again, there's like 50 cards in here. So I'll spare you that, and we'll come back after we're done entering in all of our cards. PSA will go ahead and recommend the service level that they think you should send your cards in at, which I think is great. It kind of takes away the stress of having to, you know, calculate what you think the card's value is and then have to pick one from the list. So it's got a breakdown there of the cost, and then we just continue to check out. So this would be also where if this is your first time submitting cards, you can go ahead and enter in our promo code here. Code Danny25 would get you $25 off of your submission. And once again, if you could send in like 2 cards and you'd only have to pay for 1 card worth of grading. So once again, thank you PSA for making this video possible. This is seriously so awesome. Create submission. It's really happening, gamers. That was super quick, super easy. What I'm gonna do now is go ahead and take our stack. I'm gonna go ahead and put our semi-rigid card holders on there. I'm gonna get them all packaged up and get this package sent off to PSA. And then today, in this same video, we are gonna get a grade reveal on all 49 of these Pokemon cards that have been just sitting in our collection, lurking for generations. Hello. I think our mail's here. Oh. Oh boy. Check it out. Oh, this is 2 separate packages. You want to see what's in this one? I just got to go through TSA first. Give it a little sniff. What do you think?
Huh?
All right. Looks like it passed the inspection. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh my gosh, this is so many cards. So we've got 2 different boxes here. If you remember, we sent off 2 different service levels of cards. So this one right here is the bulk submission that we sent in with like 44 cards. This one has our higher tier cards, the ones that we had to send off at a higher service level. So this one we'll definitely save for the end. You know, there's gonna be some good stuff in there. We'll go ahead and start with Big Kahuna. Dang! This is nice, nice packaging here too. That's clean. Oh, that's nice. This is like luxurious. I cannot wait to see what these grades are, so let's go ahead. We'll just get started. Go like one by one. I'll cover up the label here. A nice big reveal. And these are not in the order that we submitted them in. I think they kind of just put them in there in like, I don't want to peek, but I think they kind of just put them in there in like a random order, maybe when they were quality checking it. We're starting off with the Gardevoir EX Korean Secret Rare, the gold one right here. So let's see what we got. Oh, dude! First one? They said it couldn't be done. Gem Mint 10, Gardevoir EX. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know if I have any Korean PSA slabs. Like, I don't think I have any graded Korean cards. So this might be the first. That's awesome. All right, up next, we've got the Zapdos, the Rocket Zapdos. Oh, mint 9 on that one. That's all right. I'll take a 9. 9 is still very, very good. Obviously, as you know, we're searching for those 10s, but I will take a 9 any day of the week. We got the Koga's Beedrill. These arts are so nostalgic, by the way. This is awesome. All right, let's see what this one got. Oh, mint 9 as well. Man, please don't let me down, Persian. Please don't let me down. Oh, let's go. That's awesome. Alright, so we got a Gem Mint 10. That is the first of our Japanese cards to get a Gem Mint 10. Look, this card is absolutely beautiful. That's awesome. Oh, no! My gym challenge, no! Dude, okay, 9 is still good. I think I'm just being dramatic, but what? Maybe there's print lines. Like, maybe there's, like, clearly something I missed. Yeah, honestly, I'm a little confused on this one, but it is probably something that I cannot see through the slab. Ooh, the first edition Mewtwo full art from Blue Shock. Oh, dude, that's awesome! Yay! Heck yeah, dude, that's sick. I'm just gonna stare at this forever. Okay, this is a big one. The Japanese 25th anniversary Charizard holographic. Yes! Dude! Dude, that's huge! That's huge. This is awesome. Wow, what a treat. This card was actually a gift from Deep Pocket Monster. This is clean. I gotta find a place to display that. That's nice. Oh, this one's huge too. This is the Japanese Sabrina's Gengar holographic. Oh, no! What happened to you? What the heck? A 7? At least we know now. I have closure that I know I don't have a 10. First edition Feraligatr holographic from Neo Genesis. Mint 9. You know what? This is still pretty good because I think this set was a really, really hard one to grade. So I'm happy with the mint 9 there. I'll take that. We got an 8. And then on our V Max Flareon. Oh, we also got an 8. Double 8. Okay, Jolteon V and Jolteon V Max. Starting with the V. Bro. Maybe the whole set of boxes was just like, we're just going to give you a little bit of edgeware. We're going to give you a little bit off center. Oh, all right. Mint 9. There we go. All right. So we got an 8 and a 9 on the Jolteon V and Jolteon V Max. We've got the Vaporeon V. Mint 9. Dude, the odds aren't looking too good to get a 10 on the Vaporeon, which I think is the biggest one out of these 6 cards from the promo boxes. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, dude, no way. Oh, that's awesome. Wait, what? Oh, that was, I genuinely think this is the best one to have possibly got the 10 in out of all 6 of those. That's awesome. Dude, this art, look at this art, man. That's insane. Ooh, Neo Genesis Steelix. First edition, baby. This is huge. These Neo Genesis cards, they literally have been sitting in a box, Yeah, they've been sitting in a box for like over 10 years. Oh, man. No way! Dude, that's awesome. Gem Mint, dude, I'm steaming up the glass again. What? Gem Mint 10 First Edition Steelix. Who would have thunk? Yeah, I just want to like stare at all of these. After I finish recording, by the way, I'm just gonna like sit there and just stare at these cards. So we've got the Pikachu and we've got the Eevee Pokemon Together promo cards here. These ones we got from the Pokemon Center. So let's see how they did straight from the source. Ooh, all right, Mint 9. Oh, there we go. All right. So we get a 9 and a 10. That's sick. All right, up next, we've got the Victini. Oh, these ones are awesome. I really love the art on these. And we got the first edition. We opened the first edition boxes. We got the first edition version of these cards. Oh, dude. Okay, now we're rolling. Now we are rolling. Look at that. Gem Mint 10 Victini from the Shiny Collection. That's legendary. That's so sick. And... oh, that's what we like to see, another Gem Mint 10. Man, I feel like our Japanese cards have been doing pretty good. I mean, okay, with the exception of those Gym Challenge ones. We don't need to talk about that chunk of Gym Challenge cards. Alright, we got the Celebi from the same set, also first edition, in a Gem 10. In a Gem 10, 3 back-to-back. No, that's 4. Maybe it was 5. Nah. Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot back-to-back. Holy smokes. Secret Rare, Pokemon 20th Anniversary. Charizard EX, full art. Mint 9, that's still, once again, still pretty good. It's still a mint card. It's just, of course, we're searching for those 10s. Those perfect 10s. That's still a sick one to get into 9s. Once again, that's the Korean version of that. This is the Korean Charizard holographic from the same set. But look at how beautiful. And there is, once again, the Return of the Swirl. That one has a perfectly placed swirl, like right in the fire. That's awesome. Oh, I love that. Fantastic card. This is a pretty beefy stack of cards. I kind of forgot we sent in so many bangers, like all at the same time. Alright, Mint 9. We'll take it. Oh, okay. This is a big boy. So we've got the 2016 Korean 20th Anniversary Mega Charizard. 3, 2, 1. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, no way. Gem Mint 10. I thought for sure this one was gonna get a 9 just because those other two did. I didn't realize I sent in so many Charizard cards. We've got the Blaine's Charizard holographic. Oh, Mint 9. I will still be satisfied with this because that's still pretty solid. As long as it's not a 7, I feel like that Sabrina's Gengar really set the tone of like it could be worse than we anticipated. Rayquaza V, alternate art from Roaring Skies? Hello? Evolving Skies? Mint 9. Mint 9. This art is so sick. We've got our Umbreon Hollow from Neo Discovery. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Are you kidding me? I'm not even joking. A chunk of these cards have been sitting in my binders for like over 10 years. Since whenever I started my channel. This is one of, I think, 2 Indonesian cards that we sent in. So this is the Celebration Fanfare promo with a Gem 10. Favorite fanfare. This one here might be one of my favorite cards from the entire stack. And I know we sent in some really, really awesome ones, but this art, like this card is so cool. In a Gem Mint 10. Are you kidding me? Oh, no way. Dude, that's awesome. I like look at the back as if to like double check, like make sure the whole card's there. That's incredible. Oh my gosh. This is my new prized possession. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my goodness. The Pikachu character holo from Dream League 2019. In a Gem 10. In a Gem Mint 10. Oh, this art is so good. I really, really like this card. I'm actually so stoked that we just got that. We've got the Pikachu's Indonesian Journey. Mint 9. Mint 9. Alright, we've got the Giovanni's Machamp holographic right here. I actually thought we went through all of the gym cards, but we definitely did not. We've got a Gem Mint 10. Gem Mint 10. We've redeemed ourselves. Look at that. Oh man, dude, these ones have some insane swirls on them. Like out of this world, perfectly placed swirls on these gym cards. What is happening? Up next, Skarmory First Edition Neo Genesis with the Gem Mint 10. Oh my gosh, dude. We got 2 Neo Genesis 10s. Wait, where's my other one? Oh, here he is. Okay. Are you kidding me? Yeah, so that we got the 9 for Alligator and then 2 Gem Mint 10s. These were produced 25 years ago, and they're sitting in my hand in perfect condition. That's crazy. All right, on to the next one. We got the Dark Charizard Mint 9. And we've still got more. We've still got more of the gym cards. Okay, we got a 8. We got a near mint to mint 8 on the first one. I think one of them I thought was better condition than the other, so I'm hoping that's this one. Mint 9. Okay, so we got an 8 and a 9 on there. Giovanni's Nidoking. Mint 9. Alright, not too bad. Mint 9 on the Giovanni's Nidoking. We've got a Rockets Mewtwo. Same set. Japanese Gym 2. Mint 9 as well. I'm starting to see a bit of a theme here with those gym cards. Cloyster First Edition Expedition in a Gem Mint 10. Oh man, that's awesome. This is sick. What a good day. Jeez, man. We got the 2019 Cosmic Eclipse, Reshiram and Zekrom GX, of course with N right there front and center. This is a really, really awesome card. In a Gem Mint 10. Are you kidding? Incredible. Reshiram and Zekrom GX. Alright, we got our Neo Genesis Lugia Japanese. Alright, the Japanese Neo Genesis Lugia. This is an iconic one. Absolutely iconic.
Huh?
Oh. Oh no. My boy. Dude, that's crazy. So there must be something on the surface that we missed, because the back is pretty much clean. I'm willing to bet there was like some sort of like huge damage to the surface of the card to get a 6 too. Sorry about that, Lugia. This one also arguably one of my favorite cards in the entire stack. The art is absolutely incredible on this. We've got the 2001 Japanese Expedition First Edition Dragonite. No way! Dude, this is, oh, that is so awesome. Gem Mint 10 Dragonite. Oh, what a treat. I'm gonna be cheesing for like the rest of the day, dude. This is so cool. Once again, I'm kicking my feet. Y'all, we are down to the last one in this stack. We still have the other set of 5 cards that we're gonna open that were once again from the higher service level. So this is the last one from our big bulk submission that we sent in. So we've got the Expedition First Edition Gengar holographic. Dude, no way. I feel like we did really well on the good chunk of our Japanese cards, with the exception of some of the gym cards. The rest of them, I feel like we crushed. Oh my gosh, Gem Mint 10 Gengar holographic. It is time. Whew. Luxury. So we got them wrapped up burrito style. This is the squeakiest bubble wrap I've ever experienced. Okay, so we got our 5 cards here. We're gonna go ahead and start it off with the Groudon Gold Star. Now, you'll remember our expectations are low with this because I was well aware that this one was not close to mint condition. We got a 4! We got a PSA 4! This was totally expected. Totally expected PSA 4 on the Groudon Gold Star. It's the honor of a lifetime, I tell ya. So, Togepi, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Tag Team. I love how they had to literally abbreviate the entire... Like, this is literally just letters. There's no actual words on that. That's incredible. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, nice! Gem Mint 10! This one is awesome. This is so good. They don't do stuff like this often, and this one I think is a really special one. Fantastic. Gem Mint 10 right there. We're getting down to the wire here. We've got, our Plasma Gale. 2013 Korean. This is the one other Korean card that we sent in. Blastoise Secret Rare. Oh. What? That actually really surprises me. This one is pack fresh. How is this even possible? I'm actually pretty surprised by the grade on this. Still an awesome card. Still super happy to have that. I definitely was not expecting a 6 on that. But that's how it is sometimes. You don't notice stuff that's on there or whatever. It has some damage or some sort of defect on the card that you just totally missed when you were looking at it. Okay, the special illustration rare Charizard V. I pulled this in Hawaii on the beach in a pack opening. Let's see what we got. Oh, mint 9. Mint 9 on the Charizard. That's still solid. Mint 9 right there. Alright, the art on this once again is fantastic. This is a good one to end on here. The Pikachu VMAX Rainbow. The Chonkachu. Gem Mint 10. Dude, alright! What a great way to end it! The Vivid Voltage Pikachu VMAX. That is so sick. Oh, what a great one to get in a 10. I feel like I've been saying that all day. What a great return. So we got a good mix of stuff. There were some surprises in there, but overall, wait, let me count the 10s. So, after reviewing 23 Gem Mint 10s, that is almost half of the submission being Gem Mint 10s. They said it couldn't be done once again. Biggest ones for me personally, and you're gonna have to let me know in the comments what your favorite cards that we got graded today were, or the ones that you saw in the binder, like just throughout the video, what were your favorite cards. I would say for me personally, this is the big 3 right here. The Tag Team GX, the Dragonite, first edition, Expedition. That's just fun to say. And then the Hamachan's Slow Kick. This, oh man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you PSA for sponsoring today's video. This was such a treat, and I hope everybody watching, I hope y'all enjoyed this. So thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!